Sagittarius, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts, doing a reading for you and of course the person you're thinking about for this particular reading. So I'll be using 3 of my decks here, the Scenarios deck, the Veil of Deceit and Desire. It acts very similar to a tarot deck in that it's got upright and reversed interpretations. So, we'll go ahead and take a look and see what scenario comes through here for the collective. And then we'll grab a card or two from my Heavenly Hearts Oracle deck. This is what's going to tell us what they need to say from their 5D thoughts, their 5D self. And then we'll go ahead and clarify everything with tarot, of course, from my Celestial Cosmos tarot deck. All right, Sagittarius, let's see what it is that will be presenting itself here. It is general advice as always, guys. So please keep that in mind throughout your reading and take from it what makes sense for you personally. So what is your scenario? What is the energy that we'll be tapping into for this reading? And of course, based off of what that is, you'll know right off the bat if it is your situation, if it makes sense for you. So here we go. We have Masquerade. It is in the upright, so it does say untrustworthy, promiscuous lover, the great pretender. So if you were dealing with somebody that was perhaps putting forward a facade, they weren't the real deal. They were somebody that you might not have been able to trust. There could have been infidelity. They could have had other people that they were interacting with. So possible third-party scenarios and somebody that you could not trust. So they were comfortable hiding behind that mask, pretending to be something that they weren't. So let's grab some words. What is it they would want to say to you at this point from their 5D thoughts? So more than likely, if you relate to this, Sagittarius, you weren't with this person, or you're no longer with this person. What do they want to say to you? My heart is mending because of your love. This came through for one other sign. And I have a feeling they had their own issues going into the connection with you. Somebody could have hurt them, and so they could have been on this trajectory where they were hurting other people, regardless of the consequences. I feel like grabbing one more card here. I still remember our first kiss. For that one moment in time, the world stood still. So it could have been a brief connection as well, like a brief moment in time where it was just the two of you. But because they had this promiscuous side to themselves, they might have gotten themselves mixed up in drama like third parties. And it could have been one of those things too where you were not the only person that they were talking to or even having physical relations with. Okay, so let's see. Let's clarify here. Plain and simple, they could have cheated on you because there were other people in the mix. Okay, so what else for Sagittarius, please? Something about that first intimate encounter, the first kiss. They still think about that. They still remember it. But that more than likely is a door that's already closed. This is somebody probably that you did cut out of your life. We have the Lover's card. You could have also been interacting with Gemini. So this is somebody, even though they were hiding behind this mask, that whole masquerade energy, you found it. You found out anyway, Sagittarius. What was being hidden from you, what was beneath the surface, came through anyway. So you probably either ended things, or if it was a third party, that's probably no longer happening. But it was very challenging nonetheless. Okay, so this is what was giving you the clarity to kind of break through that fog that you might have been in because this person wasn't being upfront and honest with you. Sometimes the Lover's card can represent that third party element. Somebody took on an extra lover on the side, that type of energy. But at the end of the day, this is about two people that you could certainly relate to this for yourself and your connection with this person, where the chemistry was certainly out of this world. Okay. And you guys got along well. It's just that I'm feeling here that you were not the only person that they were spending time with, unfortunately. We have the Ace of Pentacles, and this confirms it right here with the Three of Swords. This created drama, plain and simple, very painful. Okay, grief, heartbreak, separation between two people who were together at one point in time. This could, of course, represent another message presenting itself here where it was a third party or a love triangle. And so that explains, because typically the Ace of Pentacles is such a positive energy, but we started off with somebody who was untrustworthy. They pretended to maybe be fully invested in the connection, but really they were spreading themselves pretty thin. So it turned out that all the trust that you had on this individual, that kind of fell apart after a while, you know. Turned out that you couldn't trust them after all, no matter how pretty that package seemed in the beginning, you know. But here's the thing. Going back to this message, my heart is mending because of your love. So it could have been the connection that you guys had together that actually caused this person to wake up a little bit and realize they can't continue to be on that pattern. Otherwise, at the end of the day, they're going to hurt themselves way more than anyone else that they could have hurt. Okay, let's see. Yeah, look, we've got the Seven of Swords. So it is clarifying, at least for some of you that relate to this, that there was deception. They were being manipulative. So after a while, you couldn't trust them, betrayed your trust. So cheating is coming through pretty prominently here. A love triangle. And we have the Emperor. So it could have been a masculine who was not acting from a place of integrity. That could have been what the lesson was behind this whole thing, that they needed to learn some of their destructive patterns and behaviors. So it could be a masculine who finally saw that within themselves and is now emerging as this more empowered emperor. So it could have been the masculine who cut out a third party, who cut out the cheating, and is finally facing the consequences of their actions, taking that mask off and wanting to start again. So it really does present itself in a way here, Sagittarius, that we have a masculine who wants a fresh start with a feminine. Maybe they're a little bit apprehensive, but I feel not enough of that energy to stop them from taking action to fix what they ended up breaking. Because now they're really tapped into their heart space here. They're still being guided back to you, Divine Feminine. This is a masculine coming through as a very empowered Emperor and the King of Cups. Their heart is open to the love that perhaps they walked away from or closed their emotions to before, because there were just so many options, too many people. So they at least are coming through with the acknowledgement that they made some pretty poor choices back then, and they're not wanting to repeat those patterns. So Divine Feminine, if you have your heart open as well to at least get the conversation flowing once again, then maybe you can find healing through this experience and either a closure or the possibility to start again with your person. All right, so I'll leave that there. Hopefully there's something in the messages that makes sense for you and offers you some guidance and healing in the meantime. All right, so I'll be able to offer you guidance through a personal reading if this resonated with you. That link is down below in the description box. And of course, the link to all of the decks that you see here, Sagittarius. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.